Welcome to our Premier One fence struggles. Instead of hunting in the morning and going to the Kentucky Wool Festival in the afternoon and having our goats, we are here trying to fix our IntelliShock 60 because I think moral of the story is before we moved we left it outside in the weather for too long.
Without it being on.
So yesterday and late into the night we spent trying to get it to work, then realizing that it wasn't the fencing. We thought it might have been the fencing because we got it in the area we want to put our goats in is rather tall grass. So we thought it might be that. But then we moved the fence into an area where the grass wasn't very tall and it still wasn't working. So we started troubleshooting the charger and got on Premier One's website and tested the battery. Battery has full charge. Then tested the connections here coming out of the unit. They didn't work. So we went back in and I unplugged the connections from that. I left it plugged into the battery, but unplugged it from the IntelliShock itself and got power through the wires. But noticed that, I don't know if you can see it, but something has corroded our connections. I don't know how they got corroded, but so I'm guessing that that's our problem, and now I'm going to attempt to clean it and fix the connections and replace the connections with new ones and see if that works. We're going to clean that out with some contact cleaner, and I'm going to strip the wires and see if the new plugs I bought will work. And then we'll get back to you in a little bit with the next step. It's a good thing we have a warranty on this guy, because, we might need it. Bought one of these splicers and was hoping I would be able to slide it down on top of the connector in here and then reconnect our wire and crimp it down. But I don't know. I got a couple different ones. It's gonna be too small. We will see. Please don't film me cutting my fingers off. This might be too small. It's the biggest ones they had. I think there's something. See that? I think that is the innard of the old connectors, like corroded to it. Yeah, see that? Mm-hmm. Hey. That's freaking awesome. What else can we break today? Literally. Just broke my multi-tool. Me and multi-tools are not having a good year. It's like the third one this year. I'm sure everybody in the comments is gonna be like, dude, what are you doing? Got it off. See, that was corroded around the connector. Well, it might be too big. Mind you, we just moved into our homestead. The first thing we decided to do on our homestead was get a Premier One fence and a charger and buy some goats, which we were supposed to get yesterday. And so our first homestead project has been a challenge from the get-go here. So
Well, we were supposed to get them last weekend,
yeah.
and then we needed a new fence.
Because our old one that we had at our house, I think this thing, when it corroded and stopped working at the old house in our subdivision, we had it around our garden. And then we found where it looked like some cats must have eaten a hole through our fence, or something did, so we had a big hole in it. And we're like, well, we can't put goats in something with a hole that big in there, so we got a new fence. And now we're working on the charger. So, we are no living traditions at this point. That beeping you hear in the background is our son's motor for his wheelchair, which decided to short circuit today as well, and is just not, it won't shut off. So that is big. I mean, you're supposed to crimp it on there. I don't know how I'm going to crimp it on there. I stripped it and put a kind of took one of these and modified it. I just kind of cut the ends off to make it shorter. So, I mean, I can't really heat shrink it like it's supposed to be right now, but it's on there. At least enough for us to test this thing out. And so that goes there. I'm gonna just try to reuse this end for right now. Hook the battery back up here. It's flashing green. That's a good sign. Take the voltage tester, touch it to the terminals. Is it still flashing green?
Yeah.
See, nothing's coming out of my terminal. Like, this should be reading, I don't know, anything. Is it still flashing green?
Yeah. There's no red.
So this tells me that the charger is reading that the battery is good. And the battery is, we know the battery is good. I can even show you that. The battery should read 13, what did they say on the website? It should be 12.6 or higher on voltage. And ours is reading at 12.8. If you can see that. So I know the battery is good. I've tried this a few times, which I probably drained a little bit earlier. About an hour ago, it was reading at 13.7. So we have a good battery with a good charge. You plug it in. I mean, I could even stick it inside and close it, I guess.
Did you check the wires?
My wires are good, or else we'd be on fire right now. So those are good. That is in there. These are for the solar panel, which those are hooked up. Shut it just to be safe and eliminate anything. It's green. Oh, there it goes red. What did it want? No, it's green. Take nothing. Still flashing green. Turn off. Let's see. Hang the butt open. So our connections are still together. But if are you recording still?
Yeah.
But if I pull that apart and let's see here. $12.8. So I know that the connections are good now. It has to be in that board. There's no, I don't know what else to do. If you got something, DM us or whatever and let us know. I'm frustrated. I decided to get a Q-tip and spray some more contact cleaner in there and see if I could get it a little cleaner. See if maybe that will help. So that's where we're at. Looks a little cleaner. Plug it all back up and see what happens. Flashing green. Still nothing. I guess we can update you or something when we figure out what to do, or we talk to Premier One on Monday when they're open.
Hi.
What's that?
Couldn't get our Energizer fixed, so we came to get some ice cream for some comfort food.
Makes everything better.